here we go, man. The Dark Life of One Hit Wonder. I've been seeing a lot of motherfuckers watch this shit, check the shit out, talk about this shit. So I wanted to check this shit out, folks. You know, shout out my nigga Dante. Y'all see his ass right here. The Dark Life of One Hit Wonder. Chat. How many One Hit Wonders? Who are some One Hit Wonders? Designer's definitely one of them. Kinda. I mean, yeah, I guess he is. Silento, he a good one. He in prison now for like killing his cousin and shit, right? He in prison. Fucking, I don't know who else is like I would consider a one hit wonder. Like they got that one good song that you know, but the other shit doesn't stand out like that one good song. That's the only thing that they known for. I ain't gonna lie, folks, it might be something to be a one hit wonder because you pull out that one song, right? That shit blow you up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say my thoughts in this video. Let's go.
These artists thought that one-hit record would change their lives for the better. Little did they know it would actually make their lives much harder. The music industry is brutal, and hit songs create expectations that most artists can never live up to. So today we're going to look at the dark reality of going from a nobody to
and this, I love McConan.
World famous overnight, and how
I think last time I heard of McConan was when did that Tuesday song come out, like 2013, 2014? When did that going up on Tuesday? Was that like around that time, like 2013, 2014? When did that come out? Like around that time, right? Like 2015, maybe? Like around those years? That's when that shit came out. That was the last time I heard that nigga. What does he do now? Goddamn.
All of them ended in disaster, starting with Gautier, who went from Billboard #1, ended in disaster, starting with Gautier, who went from Billboard #1 to somebody that you used to know. During a hiatus with his indie pop band, The Basics, Australian songwriter Gautier began working on his third solo album, Making Mirrors. The second lead single, Somebody That I Used to Know, was entirely written and produced by Gautier in his parents' barn. After singer Kimbra laid down the second verse, Gautier knew the song had a lot of potential, but he never could have predicted that he was sitting on a global hit. In the music video, they stand in front of a...
this was a good ass song. Damn, I guess this was his only good song, wasn't it? Oh, shit. Damn.
Flat background while their bodies are slowly painted to blend into a geometric mural behind them. Like
this is a good ass fucking music video, by the way. This is a really good music video.
Camouflage. The subtle nudity along with the simple yet striking visual caused the video to soar into the YouTube algorithm in 2011, quickly becoming the third most liked YouTube.
Oh man, I remember when YouTube used to look like this. I remember old YouTube chat. Remember you used to create videos and shit? Make sure you like, comment, rate the video, like it, all that. Man, those were good times. Good times, man. Good times.
Video of all time. However, almost immediately, you could see that Gautier could care less about the superficial numbers associated with his song.
He really likes things like, you know, on Facebook or YouTube. Like, people go on about likes and stuff. It's such a cursory thing, I think. Maybe it means more to people who are 5 years plus.
Hey, I can't be mad about that shit. He probably just one of the niggas, like, he just released all, he saw Blue, like, okay, damn, okay, this more Blue. But he probably just didn't care as much. Like, I mean, I wasn't really looking for like I'm about to be a superstar one day. He probably just making music just on some habit type of shit. So it probably just caught him by surprise. But you know, probably just couldn't capitalize.
Younger than I am, but I'm kind of like, I've never liked something that I've actually genuinely liked. I've just actually liked it and talked to my friends about it, or maybe kept it in mind. I haven't kind of gone like. It's like I actually don't. I don't put any sort of stock in it, really. I mean, I don't know.
Due to countless YouTubers making parody remixes of the track, along with it becoming somewhat of a viral meme, countless YouTube.
This is my last time pausing, by the way. I did remember seeing some of these. This was old YouTube, folks. This is back when skits was like heavy and parodies and shit. Nobody make parody songs no more, chat. Nobody really make parody songs no more, folks. Damn, chat, I remember the parody songs on YouTube days, folks. I miss them days. People used to make parodies off the biggest and most randomest songs. I miss them days. Oh man, don't forget the gay remixes too. Those are some good ones.
YouTubers making parody remixes of the track, along with it becoming somewhat of a viral meme. Somebody that I used to know topped the charts in more than 20 countries. It held the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 for 8 weeks. The song sold over 13 million copies globally, and it is certified platinum in over 10 countries, becoming one of the best-selling digital singles ever. And that all led to the 55th Grammy Awards, where they won Record of the Year and Best Pop Duo/Group Performance. The YouTube video, now having over 2.6 billion views, could have earned over $10 million in ad revenue, but he chose not to monetize the video. I'm not interested in selling my music. That's the reason I don't put ads on my YouTube channel, which seems strange to people in today's climate, but that is a decision you can make.
I'm just playing not dumbass, nigga. A lot of motherfuckers, like I said in the beginning, he probably wasn't like looking at his news career as some like, oh, I want to be a superstar, but just like, cause you reach right, a lot of people just make music just on some hobbies type shit. They don't care about blowing up. They just make music on some hobbies.
Gautier's modesty was almost entirely unheard of in the music industry. He even admitted he was already growing tired of his song. He said, "Sometimes I feel like I'm a bit sick of it. It had an energy that wasn't like anything I've put out before. I don't really feel like it belongs to me anymore. Everybody else kind of owns it now, especially with there being so many cover versions and parodies." He acknowledged that his song was overplayed and saturated to the point of absurdity, where I feel it's an annoying presence in people's lives that they would prefer not to have. However, when he spoke in interviews, he tried to hide his growing contempt for the song.
Are you sick of hearing your own song?
Sometimes it's weird hearing it come on, you know, in different places, like especially lots of places in a row, in public places. But I don't know. Maybe I haven't heard it that much. I don't get the feeling I've heard it as much as some people have heard it. For instance, in places in the United States, where obviously they're so sick of it.
I laugh for being an artist and being tapped your own fucking.
You could feel he wanted to be honest about his love-hate relationship with the fame and attention.
Are you comfortable with all the eyes on you?
I don't know. I think I go back and forth, I guess. Maybe anxious at
times,
or
like
overwhelmed
a chill
by
guy,
it, not sure how to process it, and sometimes
he just like a chill nigga. Like he ain't, like I said, he wasn't looking to be like a superstar front tension. He was just like.
When asked if he could produce another hit song, Gautier replied, "I don't know. Time will tell. I don't know whether I can or whether I want to." We would later find out that he just simply did not want to, because in 2014 he published a newsletter that stated, "New Gautier music. There will be no new Gautier music." Wait, maybe there will be. I'm not entirely sure right now. There are many contingencies. This is pretty much the exact opposite of what an emerging artist would do after they had a huge hit song. But he made it clear that he wasn't aiming for global pop stardom. He said, "I would take a sort of perverse pleasure in a certain part of the public thinking of me as a one-hit wonder."
They really do leave after they've heard the hit song.
Especially in America. I really wish
I know he feels definitely better now, knowing that like he ain't like front center of like superstar for him. He just can kind of just duck off. Like, oh yeah, remember that one they made that song? I feel like that's just what he come with. Yeah, it was me, you know, yeah, but like I don't care.
I decided at some point, I really did want to do a show where I just played that one song 20 times in a row, just without flinching.
Instead of capitalizing on his fame, Gautier returned to his roots and rejoined his old band with his buddies, The Basics. Since then, the band has released 2 studio albums, The Age of Entitlement in 2015 and Basic in 2019, while continuing to perform for small crowds regularly throughout Australia. He also formed an ensemble called the Ondioline Orchestra to celebrate and revive the rare early electronic instrument, the Ondioline. The group debuted in 2016 with a tribute concert honoring electronic music.
Oh shit, nigga, you dumb as hell. What the fuck? Before at the end of the day, folks, you gotta realize a lot of people don't give a fuck about fame. Like, show like, yeah, cool, that's nice. Like, but a lot of people don't give a. A lot of people prefer to have like the money than fame. Like, he just did. He the nigga that did not give a fuck about being a superstar. He just liked making music. He don't give a fuck about blowing up, being famous, pop star attention. A lot of motherfuckers don't care about that shit.
Producer Jean-Jacques Perry shortly after his passing, and have since performed at festivals and concerts dedicated to the history of electronic music. Gautier today spends his days collecting vintage music instruments and creating whatever he wants, whenever he wants, because he refused to sell his soul to the music industry. Wanting to remove yourself from this industry is common for one-hit wonders, just like I Love McConan, but fans were shocked to see him working as a cook at a local restaurant, considering he had a massive song with Drake in the 2010s. I Love McConan started as a relatively unknown artist to the public, but was well connected in the Atlanta hip-hop scene, with ties to massive producers like Mike Will Made It, Metro Boomin, Sunny Digital, and 808 Mafia. In the summer of 2014, he released a self-titled EP, which included Got the Club Going Up on a Tuesday. After Miley Cyrus posted his track on Instagram, McConan saw a flood of new listeners. Then popular music blogs were including his music on their staff picks for the week lists, describing McConan's voice as incredible. From there, Sunny Digital, who was the esteemed trap producer who made the beat for Tuesday, got a text from Drake.
I'm like, man, I don't know why you asking me for. Like, call you right back. Let me call McConan right quick and see what's up. Then, you know, McConan was like, of course, like, you know what I'm saying? That's not even the question.
McConan didn't even think twice and was excited for Drake to jump on the remix. On September 1st, 2014, they released the song and it launched up to number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100. McConan then signed to Drake's label, OVO Sound, and immediately released his debut album. Being a new rapper with a hit song that featured Drake was a one-way ticket to superstardom. However, for McConan, it was all downhill from here. McConan had a few singles after Tuesday that were doing well online and making the rounds in clubs, such as I Don't Sell Molly No More and I Like To. But then some of his old tweets resurfaced that would sour the relationship between.
This is the toilet I missed right here. Oh, I missed this toilet. Shall we out here for these 2 days? Drake is mad corny. I just heard that practice songs. Like, oh, shit. Damn.
Between him and Drake. Tweets where McConan called Drake corny and criticized anyone who was a fan of his music. McConan claimed he was simply young, online, and saying wild stuff just to get attention, to get a reaction. As if that wasn't bad enough, 2 months later, McConan claims his Twitter was hacked, where someone made a handful of disparaging tweets, including one that read, F Drake and F OVO for getting on Fetty Wap's remix and leaving me in the cold.
When all that stuff happened with your Twitter account getting hacked, did that stress your relationship with Rihanna and Drake, OVO camp? Because I know a lot of people was trying to say, oh, he's about to get dropped from OVO. Everybody's cool?
Yeah, it's just hackers.
It's just hackers.
You know, it's just the internet. I don't know.
However, just a few weeks after this interview, McConan would start to realize that Drake may not have believed that those tweets were sent by hackers. McConan was supposed to perform with Drake at the 2015 Wireless Festival, but could feel tension between them.
But that's when I knew something was weird. Because when I came out on set, you know, everybody was kind of like, and I started losing weight too, right? Drake had like made a little joke, like, oh, you little Eric Benet looking at me, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, like, haha. And then, like, I just started to feel this vibe, like a little, you know what I mean? Something was said about me, but we not, y'all don't know. So I'm like, okay. And so then when we go out to do the song, I'm just doing the hook, and as I was supposed to go into my verse, they just cut it. And I was like, okay, thanks. You know what I mean? And I just got off stage. But I was like, this is crazy. Like, the crowd is going crazy right now. They with me, like they ready to hear, you know what I'm saying, I was working on, and they just shut it off, and I was like, all right. So then I left that, and then it just started, you know, it was just like, this is getting weird.
And by the end of 2015, he couldn't hold his tongue anymore. In an interview, he said that OVO delayed the release of tracks from his second album, saying that he submitted the songs to the label in January to be released for the summer, but they were never released. When he asked whether he still spoke to Drake, he said, here and there, by the time this comes out, I'll probably see him 6 more times, or no more times. I don't know. 4 months later, McConan parted ways with Drake's label, OVO Sound, and then proceeded to drop one of the worst freestyles of all time on the Tim Westwood radio show, which coincidentally was him rapping over 3 different Drake beats.
Heard the label said they gon' put the kid on the shelf. That's a motherfucking joke. Boy, don't make me choke. I could freestyle all day, and a nigga will not choke.
Not only was the freestyle
Boy, what the fuck? Hold on. That shit caught me off guard, boy. Why the fuck you say, ugh? Nigga said that shit, that was the hardest shit he ever wrote,
I could freestyle all day, and a nigga will not choke.
Not only was the freestyle bad, but many interpreted it as him dissing Drake. And as a result, at the 2016 VMAs after party in a New York City nightclub, Drake allegedly threatened McConan.
And so then Drake looked at me. I was like, Drake, what's up? And then he looked at me like, nigga, next time I see you, I'm gonna f you up for talking shit. whole security, everybody looking like, you know what I mean? They seeing Drake is like disgruntled. He about to, so they all looking like, what's the target? And they see McConan and they're like, huh? Everybody just kind of look confused. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? That ain't no muscle to go beat down type shit. Like, you know, bro, look, chill. So they just kind of walked on. And then, you know, I just felt like a lot of, you know, like weird energy because Rihanna kind of looked at me.
Why not just beat the nigga ass right there? Why is it, next time I see you, nigga, I'm right here with you. Next time you see me, I'm right here.
I don't know. I'm going to just get up out of here.
It was clear that any connection or relationship with Drake was fully destroyed, so McConan decided to just focus on...
This is Drake. What the fuck am I asking? Man, lawsuit. Fuck all that lawsuit, man. This is Drake. Fucking Drake. Nigga ain't finna do shit. Nigga, do we look at Drake as a tough... Like, come on now. What are we doing?
From being the most honest version of himself. In 2017, McConan publicly came out as gay, and many speculated that his sexuality played a role in his downfall. He said that previous collaborators wouldn't work with him anymore, and hip-hop's long history
when I found the nigga was gay, is that bad that it didn't surprise me? Like, is that bad? I was like, oh shit, finally, nigga. That was his downfall. Damn.
Homophobia prevented him from thriving in the industry. Since leaving OVO, he has released several EPs, mixtapes, and 3 studio albums, including a collaborative album with Lil Peep called Diamonds, released in 2023 after Peep's death. He also co-wrote Lil Peep and XXXTentacion's posthumous collaboration, Falling Down. Till this day, McConan is still releasing music consistently, but if I'm gonna be honest, it's just bad. He had a sound that worked in 2014, but 12 years later, he hasn't evolved much. Recently, he went viral after he posted a video of himself working in a restaurant kitchen.
Yeah. We got all these people out here working, getting this money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this nigga. Oh yeah, this nigga gay as fuck. You're like, there's niggas that's gay. Or like, you gay as hell. You gay as fuck. No offense.
If you need me to come guest chef at your motherfucking spot, holla at me.
Fuck no, we gotta be
I'm coming through, cooking up. We got the
Hey, Trey, you need McConan go.
The internet rushed to tell the story of a fallen rapper who is now working a 9-to-5. But the true story was that a fire had devastated Portland's Burn Money Studios, a hub for local artists where McConan worked, stored merch, and created art. His kitchen shift was a part of a fundraiser to help his community rebuild what they lost. But even if he was working a regular job, there's absolutely no shame in that. These days, McConan says he wants out of the music business.
When I heard he was working a job. I'm not even a clown, nigga. Like, nah, you got a job, nigga. Good job. See what I did there? He got a job. Good job. He's released a mistake last week. Oh. And I know. I know that. You know, I respectfully. Because, you know, I don't listen to this nigga at all. The only song I've ever heard about this nigga ever in my life was Tuesday. I've never heard nothing else by McConan. Dead ass. And again, that's not my fault. I mean, I ain't checked the nigga out or nothing. Like, he wasn't like, oh my god, I gotta check more. I heard the song. I was like, okay, cool. You know, or maybe EP. Hey, good for him. And, you know, hope everything keep going well with folks though. He keeps thriving in life.
I never chased a recording career. Music was a way out, but once I saw the politics, the egos, and the fake-ish, I knew this wasn't for me. Respectfully, I want to remove myself. Whether it was self-sabotage, making mediocre music, or a closed-minded industry, the reason behind McConan's downfall is not exactly clear, unlike Designer, who had one very specific...
No, Designer... Folks, it's so great, chat. We was all there in 2015. We all know the story. When we all first heard this song, regardless of how you heard it, where you heard it, whatever, you cannot sit and tell me you did not think Future made this song. I dead ass thought that nigga Future. I think for like that first whole week, where I really checked it for like who made this song, I thought it was Future who sung this shit. I'm like, damn, for Future, damn, what the fuck, this motherfucker. And so I really looked. I'm like, damn. I'm like, wait, what? Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck? It was the Southside. Yeah, I guess so. Because I guess Future really didn't have that type of awesome type of mumble, lazy type of voice sound. I got buzz in London. Credit cards and scammers. I ain't lie, that song was lit though during that time though. That fucking beat drop was something. Why I used to on the guy. Hold on. On the guy. We blame Migos. Man, 2012, 2013, when Migos came out, folks. Right, it's their fault for that shit. On phone them.
Specific and disturbing incident on a plane involving the FBI that changed his career forever. On December 15th, 2015, just before the peak of the infamous SoundCloud rap era, Designer released Panda on SoundCloud, rapidly gaining millions of streams on the site. The immediate success of Panda led to an all-out bidding war to sign him, with 11 different record labels submitting offers to sign Designer. He ultimately ended up going with Kanye West's record label, Good Music, even though they weren't necessarily offering the most money.
I ain't kid, I ain't have all the money. I just wanted to make the best out of the movement.
Timmy Turner.
Because I never seen it for the cash. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all, was y'all there for the Timmy Turner freestyle 2016? Where everybody used to slow down that beat and reverse the lyrics, act like this nigga was singing some demonic shit. And fun fact, I was one of the only few niggas that actually fuck with that song. I don't give a fuck. Timmy Turner. He be wishing for a burn to kill everybody walking. You know it's on the burn.
I just wanted to be able to create a movement where I could be able to jump on stage and make people mosh pit, feel good, inspire others, tap in, help communities, and really do this shit how I wanted to do it.
That same month, Panda would be re-released under the imprint. Designer would also be featured on Kanye's album Life of Pablo, once on Part 2, which included a sample of Panda, and again on Freestyle 4. With the newfound notoriety and a major cosign from Ye, Panda reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and would eventually become 5 times platinum. You absolutely could not escape this song. It was playing on the radio every hour for months straight. At first, many hip-hop fans, including myself, thought it was a song by the rapper Future, but once they got to know Designer through interviews and social media, his personality was infectious.
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm feeling good.
I'm doing great. Yeah, fucking going, man. Yeah. That's Dad's house nigga. You about to see right now.
Feeling good. I'll hold the mic for you if you want me to.
No, I can hold it.
Bro, I feel good, man. Count my blessings, man. Here with my family, with my moms and my pops out tonight. About to see my man Kanye go up there for minutes. I've been nominated for 2 awards. Y'all know what time it is.
His momentum.
Here's the way he used to interview used to fucking have me dead, folks. Because every fucking interview, this thing used to just be hyped. Yeah, man, fucking go interview shit. Yeah, we did this shit. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, at first, no offense, I nigga was retarded. I thought he was like, I thought like short bus. Like I danced off that for a minute, so I didn't want to still might be though. So shit he been doing, he might be.
Over into his debut mixtape, New English, which peaked at number 22 on the Billboard 200. From there, Designer was featured in the iconic 2016 XXL freshman class, where his freestyle went viral and would end up being released as his next major single called...
Hey, I just want to point something else. Lil Dicky had the best freestyle on that little cypher class he was on with and the Anderson nigga, and you feel me, Designer, he had the best one on that bitch. I just want to point that out. He had the best freestyle.
Timmy Turner. But this is where everything started going wrong. Designer and 4 other people were arrested on September 8th, 2016 following a road rage incident in New York City that allegedly ended with the rapper pointing a gun at the occupants of another vehicle. The NYPD confirmed that officers searched the SUV and initially reported finding a large quantity of Oxycontin and various other prescription pills. Designer was taken into custody and faced serious charges including criminal possession of a weapon and criminal possession of a controlled substance, but he would later be released, seemingly unfazed by it all.
They try to keep me in there, you feel me? But when you doing right, you feel me, and keeping it positive, they can't lock you down.
You think you're getting set up, man?
2 days later, prosecutors dropped the felony gun charge. On the other hand, the pills were later identified as anabolic steroids belonging to the driver, Scott Siegel. Although the rapper managed to avoid serious jail time, he had a difficult time replicating the success he had with Panda, and that is likely due to his new music sounding exactly like every other standard trap song made for the past 10 years, all while his vocal delivery sounded just like Future. By 2018, Designer's hype had already died down, which meant the release of his debut EP, LOD, went unnoticed, peaking at number 161 on the Billboard 200. From there, the rapper pretty much fell into obscurity and wouldn't make headlines until he parted ways with Good Music in 2019. He never even released a full studio album with the label, but he said the reason behind the fallout was that he was going through family struggles and wasn't able to talk to Kanye about it.
Because the reason why I left Ye It's because, you know, I was going through like a little mental thing. I was coming up out of high school. My pops was in a coma. While I was on tour, I was having a great time, but I just knew something at home was happening with my mom and my, you know what I mean, my pop's health and shit. Like, so it was just like, you know what I mean, I wanted Ye to talk to, and it was hard to speak on it, you know what I'm saying?
Since leaving Good Music, Designer has dropped several singles and EPs independently, essentially going back to being an underground artist despite once being viewed as one of hip-hop's most promising breakout stars. But hip-hop fans would constantly troll him online, saying that he fell off.
Nobody that's doing this shit for me, bro. Like, I signed to Kanye West, the biggest nigga. That nigga scoring the world. Y'all niggas think he's the genius. Y'all niggas think all that nigga shit. Bro, to me, nigga, that nigga's crazy, nigga. I've been doing shit by myself. To me, nigga, I brought good music back, nigga. And everybody know that, nigga. So what y'all talking about, I fell off, nigga. I only dropped 2 mixtapes, bro. Y'all people was mad ungrateful. Y'all ungrateful for the music I gave y'all.
When he found out about the killing of Migos rapper Takeoff.
Oh, yeah, folks. What's this link? Roy just sent the link, Chad. What's these? Designer says he's suicidal and tells his child mother to kill herself in a disturbing 911 call, which led to his arrest last one. On Wednesday, April 8th, TMZ obtained audio of the call that the rapper made to the Horry County Police Department in South Carolina during an argument with his child's mother. During the call, the Brooklyn, New York artist claims that he is trying to take his car. Things get very intense. I see he's trying to, okay, you down for sure. Then I yes, I do want to choke yourself and kill yourself. Designer pleads with the dispatcher to send police claiming the one has been trying to fight him and take the child. He also insinuates that she may have laced his weed. Please help me, he begs. She won't leave me alone. I'm suicidal now. Designer was arrested, charged with domestic violence in connection with the incident. Marshall before court to police report. Designer ripped the woman's pants and pushed her to the ground after she tried to leave with her child. They on a...
You dying. I won't stop. Look. Who on that? You.
Just a small update.
For sure.
Hello?
For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. You ready to take the last picture? Last picture? Take your last picture. You going on the way out. You on the way out. Go your Uber. You got money. Go your Uber.
Cindy, I have to go get my luggage.
Go your Uber.
I have to go get my
luggage. Go your Uber. Because now you started fighting me, for real. I ain't even fighting for real. You started fighting me the whole time. No, man. You started fighting me like something. Get out of my way. Get out of my life and choke yourself. And kill yourself. Go kill yourself. Go kill yourself. Go kill yourself. Go kill yourself. Please help me.
We're sending help to you. We already have officers en route to you.
Don't leave me alone. I'm suicidal. I'm suicidal now. I'm suicidal. You dying. I won't stop.
Okay.
You.
Yeah. 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 I hope he gets the help he needs. You feel me? Suicide's not a joke. You feel me? I hope he yeah. You feel me? This yeah. I hope everything's okay. I hope that child's okay. I hope Designer gets the professional help that he needs. I hope he removes himself from that toxic environment. I hope they both can like just, you feel me?
Which happened shortly after the murder of Designer's friend and rapper PNB Rock. He broke down on Instagram Live.
Why? Why do we do this? Why do we do this? Why do we do it? I swear to God, this shit ain't nothing. I'm done rap. I'm done rap. This version of me is done. It's done. It's done. That's a takeoff, bro.
It appeared that Designer's mental health was at an all-time low, but we found out how grim it really was on April 17th, 2023, when he exposed his private parts while traveling first class on a Delta airplane from Tokyo to Minneapolis. CBS...
I'm gonna just say this has nothing to do with Designer. This has nothing to do with design. By the way, I heard about this situation with the whole him reveal his private part, said flashing the bitch. It's some of, I don't know. I can't take people who go on IG Live and cry about news that they heard. Because here's how I look at it, right? This is my POV of it. You get bad news about some shit, you always shit. So your first thought is not to sit there and you just be like, you know, you break it down shit. Your first thing is, oh my God. That means you unlock your phone. Boom, 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 right? Put your passcode in, boom, boom, boom. You went on the app, Instagram. Boom, went on the latest shit, boom. Go live, 1, 2, 3. I can't believe this. Is you? I'm sorry. I cannot. Because it's like, in real life, if every time I ever got devastating news, I don't go to social media, okay? I just sit there and I mourn it in real life. I don't know it's me going on live I don't know. Find it weird when people record themselves crying and it don't come out like you wanted to record. That's another thing too. Like, there's live going crying, but then there's the people record themselves crying. Cause like, right, like, do you sit there record yourself crying? Like, do you get the right amount of tears? Like, oh shit, it's not the right amount of tears. So let me do this again. And this is like, I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to be insensitive for get Long Live PNB Rock game. Like, yeah, PNB Rock and Long Live Takeoff 2 game. Those are unfortunate situations that happened to them too, folks. And fucking Offset just got shot. That nigga Offset been down bad, folks. His bitch left him, going through the divorce, cheating, all that, all type. The nigga, his bitch, the nigga who says Cardi B fucking left that nigga for a whole football player. He done got her pregnant. She had a baby by that nigga. He ain't gambling debts and shit. He got popped by TJ. I don't know what the fuck going on with him. But yeah, folks, I don't know. I understand on why, but yeah, the post video thing is what I always found weird. Yeah. I think the video thing is a little bit more weirder. I think it is. But live too, I just don't know. Because it's like, because that means you get your phone and be like, you on live for that. You like, man, why is this happening? I don't know. It's different if you found out some shit on live. But like, I don't know. Like, it's just like, I don't know. Like, because it's like, I don't give a fuck how famous I am. If some shit happens, I'm not just going to go on live. That's like, if I was a really, really super big streamer, I got some bad news. That means I'm going to purposely boot up my live stream and sit there and cry to y'all, react to the new, like, see, like, picture that. See what I'm saying? This looks goofy. Like, what in the fuck is we doing?
First class on a Delta airplane from Tokyo to Minneapolis. CBS reported that he was gooning in his seat as well. He would be moved to the back of the plane and monitored by 2 traveling companions. Once the plane landed, Designer was interviewed by an FBI agent and later charged with indecent exposure, a federal misdemeanor
offense. Y'all never gonna see me cry on stream, by the way. Never. Ever in my life. Never gonna see me cry. I'm too gangster. Fuck no. I know I hold in my tails. Been doing it a long time.
Since the incident took place on an international flight. Shortly after, he released a public statement.
Yeah, I heard about this. Yeah, he pulled his schmeedy out on the fucking the plane shit. He beat his little shit or some shit. I don't know for this nigga.
The incident took place on an international flight. Shortly after, he released a public statement apologizing for his behavior.
Yeah, man, I messed up, man. I wasn't supposed to do that, man. Word.
He later pled guilty to the indecent exposure charge and was sentenced to probation and ordered to complete community service and mental health treatment, avoiding jail time once again.
Was it like you thought that it was funny?
This nigga's a pedophile, by the way. I just want to point out he's a cuck and a pedophile. I really don't give a fuck about the cuck shit. The nigga let niggas fuck his wife. Whatever, cool. You can let them niggas fuck your wife, dog that little bitch out. I don't give a fuck. But this nigga's pedophile. If you know, you know. I thought things was going good for him once this died down, but I guess not. Wait, huh? Oh yeah, Adam 22. You don't know about no jumper, aka Adam 22. Oh yeah, just do your research. You know, you know.
Or was it more something where like you were just
still be going on this nigga platform though, folks? And I used to fuck with this nigga too, when I thought he was cool. But then when I found out some shit like a long time ago, I was like, yo, wait, what?
fully like tweaked out of your mind and you just
hell yeah, I don't know jungle for like
didn't know
10
what I was
years.
doing. I was fully tweaked out of my mind. This is when I was vegan. I didn't have enough sugars, and yeah, so it was like I was kind of like out of my body. It really wasn't like who my character was, and it's just like word, bro. I was on medication. I took medication and word, and just went to sleep on the plane.
Now this was a pretty serious crime.
Body, mind.
You thought that it was funny, or was it more something
was doing?
Might be mountain
medication. I took medication and word, and just went to sleep on the plane.
Now this was a pretty serious crime, something that could have easily got him sex offender status, but Designer has tried to dissuade anyone from thinking those were his intentions.
Thinking like, damn, I hope nobody thinks I'm a pervert or anything. Like, that's not what I'm all about. You feel me? I'm all about just like love and just like keeping things going and stuff.
He was open about the fact that he went to a mental health facility and has been on medication since then. Fans wrote he aged.
I don't know, gang. I don't think I've ever been in public and I'm just gonna start whipping my dick and beating my shit. I don't know. You remember the video of that guy who did that shit, pulled up to the little window shit of that restaurant? Nigga had pants down, he drove away, then he popped himself like later on. You remember that shit? Like, I don't know, gang. I don't think I've ever got the urge just to whip my dick out in public and start beating my shit. Like, what? Huh?
20 years after the incident, dude's on all the psych meds. And just last week, Designer was arrested again on charges of third-degree domestic assault. In his mugshot, he looks completely unrecognizable to the smiling superstar we once knew. It's evident that the pressure of being a mainstream artist was just too much for Designer to handle, as this industry often chews up and spits out those who rapidly ascend to fame. Lucky for him, he is still able to survive off the money he made from his hit song. The same thing cannot be said for Kevin McCall, who had a hit song alongside Chris Brown, never made any money from it, and recently broke down in tears revealing he was on government assistance. While Kevin K-Mac McCall is mostly known for his appearance on Chris Brown's hit single Deuces, he has had a long career behind the scenes as a songwriter. In the 2000s, he signed with Chris Brown Entertainment under Interscope Records before working on half of Brown's 2016 mixtape In My Zone. K-Mac played a significant part in helping Brown find his sound after the critical and commercial failure of Graffiti, which was Chris Brown's comeback album following the domestic violence case with Rihanna. McCall also earned credits as a songwriter on nearly every track in Brown's In My Zone 2.
Chris Brown's probably one of the only few people that can come back from beating the fuck out of a bitch. And not just a bitch, Rihanna. Even though, yeah, they was fighting each other, let's keep it 100, they was kind of beating the fuck out of each other. If you know, you know. But still, though, like, damn. He got the heat of that shit. That shit crazy. He really kind of bounced back from that. I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah. But that was always following him his whole career. Like, yeah, the bitches back loving him again, but that will always follow him. Like, yeah, that's Chris Brown. Yeah, he known good music, dancing, pretty boy, cool, but he will always be known as the nigga who beat the fuck out of Rihanna too. Like, that's crazy to think about. Like, he will always be known for that shit too. He was on the ups until that incident. Literally felt like that nigga was like going super. But when that happened, obviously his career stagnant, but then he got it back up again. But it's like this leech that will always follow him no matter what. Like, that will follow that nigga. It does not matter. Like, every time you think of Chris Brown, chat, you'll be like, okay, yeah, good music. But when you think about him, you always think about Rihanna too. Like, that's like a thing, folks. Every time I see Chris Brown, I think about Rihanna too. Like, I can't stop thinking about that.
Under CB opened up doors for him to work with Kanye West, Justin Bieber, Gucci Mane, Drake, and others. However, Kevin's most memorable work came on Brown's fourth studio album, Fame. He worked on hits like She Ain't You, Wet the Bed, and Yeah x3, the latter of which peaked at number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100. At a time when people questioned whether or not Chris Brown's career could recover, the album's success helped him dominate radio stations worldwide, and K-Mac is...
I keep forgetting about this. Thing Chris Brown had way more controversy than even Rihanna too. It wasn't even just Rihanna. He had so much other shit going on too, folks. I feel like just Rihanna's the only one that like sticks out the most. Like, it be, yo.
Largely responsible for that success. Fame debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and received 3 Grammy Award nominations, winning Best R&B Album. But originally, Kevin said that the song Deuces was not supposed to be on the album.
It was my song. It was a separate package from the whole thing. It's like, here's your 10 songs. Oh, and guess what? Listen to this in the car. He was listening to it the whole week. And he's like, nah, I need that song. I need that song.
Okay.
No, I need to come out. I'm an artist. I'm not a producer. I'm not a writer. I'm not a writer or a producer. I'm just me, and I give away a lot of my stuff. So that's how I became writer.
K-Mac ultimately decided to give the song to Chris after they agreed that Kevin would be listed as a featured artist. Deuces would end up being the album's top performing single, reaching number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100 and putting Kevin McCall in the spotlight. He claims he never got paid for the song, but kept working with Chris Brown because ultimately it was good for his career. He was featured on a song called No BS and Strip, which peaked at number 37 and was certified platinum. After that, he and Chris went their separate ways, ending a nearly decade-long partnership. Their apparent feud spilled into the public eye in March 2016 when McCall wrote on Twitter, "We need to sit down and handle this business. I tried the adult business route. I feel my kindness is being taken for weakness." On multiple occasions in his Vlad TV interview, McCall hinted that he was not afraid to get physical.
I'm a very real person. A lot of people can't take that. A lot of people around him was fake ass niggas. I didn't want to them up, so I just wouldn't be around. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who I'm talking to. And so he decided to call me on the phone and tell me how much of a bad look, but he didn't tell me in a professional way, so I had to, check him and let him know, don't ever talk to me like that again, or we'll have a conversation when you see me in person.
Brown responded on social media, accusing McCall of being ungrateful before threatening to beat him up. "You won't be able to walk, let alone sing again." Chris continued to post videos online where he repeatedly mocked Kevin.
"Thank you, K-Mac. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money.
That's crazy.
I bought this with your money.
That's insane.
I was thinking about giving you this, but I bought this with your money too. I bought that with your money. That's the only one on the West Coast. Oh, I bought that one with your money too."
In response, K-Mac dropped a diss.
Live vote going on fucking social media, flexing what you bought with another nigga money. I feel like that resorts into you can do whatever the fuck you want to that nigga in that instance. I don't care. I feel like at that point you can do whatever the fuck. Oh shit. Ow. You can do whatever the fuck you want to that nigga.
Track titled Beirucci in reference to Chris's ex-girlfriend Karrueche Tran. Then in 2018, media outlets reported that Kevin was shot and rumors circulated that someone in Brown's circle was responsible. However, McCall clarified, "Chris Brown and his seed would be in a casket if he had anything to do with me being shot." Their feud would eventually cool off, but Kevin McCall never found remotely any success as an individual artist, mostly because he had only released a handful of singles in the last decade. He almost entirely faded into obscurity until October 2025 when he appeared on the Back on Fig podcast, where he explained that
once a nigga bring your kids into a game, I feel like all bets is off. That nigga said you and your kid would have died if you were...
Not getting paid from Chris Brown left him flat broke.
I can't even fight the Chris Brown shit. I got all type. I didn't get paid for Look At Me Now. I wrote on that. I wrote a whole verse, then Busta Rhymes cut the verse off, but I still did this part. What was we talking about? I need that bread.
From there, he broke down in tears about his financial struggles, even holding up his government assistance card on camera.
Why the f I got an EBT card? And this nigga is at Breezy Bro and made 90 whatever the f million, and it say KKKKK Mac. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, that's fucked up. That's actually fucked up. Same time would not pull out that EBT card. Because at the same time, then Chris probably looked at this shit and died fucking laughing. Because at the end of the day, now, I mean, you really can't say too much now, gang. You done throw that nigga kid that game. He don't give a fuck about you no more. He really don't now. You probably laughed at your ass when you showed this shit, boy.
I'm not even tripping, though. I got an EBT card, my nigga. Like, what the f, bro? I can't even get nothing. Bro, man. Y'all niggas want to see a nigga crying here. So y'all can think I'm a bro. That ain't fair, nigga.
Hey.
I'm on EBT, bro.
Hey.
That's why.
Bro. Hey, look, bro.
I'm down, bro.
I'm on EBT, smack, look. Say my name, bro. That shit is better. I had to go up in that motherfucker and hide my face with a mask.
Chris Brown had zero empathy for K-Mac, posting to Instagram, "You can't walk across a burnt bridge. You know what's funnier than a troll? A broke one." But at least Kevin McCall is still here and has a platform to tell his story, because others are not as fortunate, like Cali Swag District, who made one of the most iconic dance hits of the 2010s, but didn't have a fair shot at a career because two of their members suddenly died. Hip-hop has had countless popular dance trends throughout the years, from the Running Man and the Cabbage Patch in the 80s, to the Tootsie Roll and the Harlem Shake in the 90s, to Dem Franchise Boys' Lean With It, Rock With It, and Soulja Boy's Crank That in the 2000s. The 2010s kicked off strong when Cali Swag District, fresh off signing with Capitol Records, released their debut single, Teach Me How to Dougie. Despite only peaking at number 28 on the Billboard Hot 100, nobody would argue against this song being a hit, as it is still being played at school dances, parties, and weddings till this day. While the group didn't invent the Dougie because it originated in Dallas, Texas in the early 2000s, they're credited with popularizing it worldwide. And when the song blew up, everybody was hitting the Dougie, including A-list celebrities and athletes. The group attempted to build on their buzz with 2 more singles, Where You Are and Kickback, though they didn't perform as well. However, nothing would be the same after the night of May 15th, 2011, when Monte M-Bone Talbert was sitting in the passenger seat of a parked car outside of a liquor store in Inglewood. According to investigators, a gunman in a separate vehicle pulled up and opened fire before speeding away.
So when I go up to the window, I'm talking to him. I'm like, "Boom." He ain't say nothing.
Imagine losing 2 of your best friends in one day. That fuck me up, gang. No wonder why these niggas wanted the same. I wouldn't be either. Fuck this shit.
His head is laying on the back of the seat, like, and bro not moving. I said his name again. I'm like, boom, move, get up. And then I seen blood come out, bro, ear. That's when I lost it.
M-Bone was pronounced dead at the hospital. The group's manager, Greg Miller, said, "What makes this especially sad is that none of the guys have ever been involved in any type of gang activity. Weeks after his death, authorities were still struggling to identify a suspect or determine a motive. Still, the Inglewood Police Department didn't consider the shooting a gang hit. Some locals suspected the killer might have just been jealous of Talbert's success. The sentiment was shared at his funeral. I think he wanted to be known as the person who took M-Bone out." What was particularly sad was that M-Bone was the most prolific dancer of the group. He outshined everyone. So without him, the group lost a major piece of—
telling me niggas just pretty much killed 2 niggas for no reason. Just on some fuck it. I don't like you niggas just getting shine and just fuck you niggas.
their identity. To make things worse, their business was struggling as well. Cali Swag District was signed to Capitol Records, however their parent company, EMI, ceased to exist as an independent major label after being broken apart and sold. The company had been struggling financially for years and was taken over by Citigroup in 2011 due to debt. Citigroup then sold EMI in pieces. Its recorded music division was acquired by Universal Music Group. When Universal took over, they went through the roster and prioritized the artists bringing in the most money, meaning a lot of smaller acts ended up getting dropped, getting shelved, or just not promoted the same way anymore. The group's debut album was continually delayed as a result of the merger. Cali Swag District eventually requested to be released from their contract with Capitol. Soon after, they found a home with Sphinx Music Entertainment / 319 Music Group before releasing The Kickback on July 12, 2011. But the tragedy of M-Bone's death and constant delays meant the album ended up flying under the radar. Plus, when your hit song is a dance record, it can become a trap. The song spreads because it's simple, catchy, and tied to a specific moment.
Yeah, that's one thing about dance records, game. Once you release that, like a type of dancey, groovy ass record, game, that shit blows up. It is so hard to get away from that, gang. Nobody else gonna give a fuck about that shit, gang. I would hate to be like a dance type of fucking artist.
Formula makes it hard to repeat. Fans don't connect with the artists, they connect with the dance. And the problem is that once the dance is no longer trendy, the artists lose all their attention. And before the group could redefine themselves or regain their momentum, another member, Karan J.R. Childs, died on June 6, 2014 at just 25 years old. J.R. had been living with sickle cell anemia, a genetic blood disorder that affects the shape of red blood cells, which carry oxygen to all parts of the body. In early June of 2014, he was admitted to the hospital after becoming ill. From there, he went into cardiac arrest and passed away. The two surviving members decided that they can't exactly pursue Cali Swag District as a duo. While Smooth the General appears to have stepped away from the spotlight, OFB Young has stayed active as a solo artist, continuing to release singles to this day.
I never got over it. You know what I'm saying? I just know that I got to keep their name alive. If I don't do it, of course, the song gonna live forever, but you know, who gonna tell the story?
And sadly, this isn't exclusive to musicians. Viral fame destroys people in every corner of the entertainment industry. So if you want to see how even bigger internet stars completely collapsed after their 15 minutes of fame, check out this video.
We're gonna watch that shit next fucking swing for sure. W fucking Patrick CC vote. Chat, let's just be a lesson though, vote. Listen. Sometimes when you an artist game, you are planning on like making this a career. You want this to be a career. Chat, always have multiple backup plans, folks. Don't put your eggs in one fucking basket, gang. Cause yeah, it's gonna take that one song blow you up, game, but make sure you can follow up with that shit, gang. Cause you don't game, you ain't really got no plans with that shit, folks. Shit gonna fall flat. Oh my brother, you hear me, folks? WVED, man, WVED.